Hello, I'm Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And today we're doing our June 2015 pickups video.
Yes.
As you can see from the table in front of us, Skylanders kind of dominated, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm not sure why that is.
And it just happened.
It just happened. Yeah, I just started looking at stuff up again, and I noticed the prices were cheap, and so I started grabbing them again.
And so just,
Yeah, I don't know why.
We didn't have too much, and then we ran into a bunch of stuff just in the last few days, so now we kind of have a lot.
So we'll start with the Skylanders and get those out of the way. Okay. I ordered a bunch of stuff through Best Buy, and I looked at their Skylanders, especially their clearance stuff, and I found this. What is this? A battle pack? Mm-hmm. This is Skylanders Giants Dragonfire Cannon. And when I looked at the Best Buy item, it actually didn't describe what it was. It just said Skylanders Giants Battle Pack. Mm-hmm. And there's two of them, and I don't have either one. The other one is maybe preferable, but this is the one that ended up arriving. Yeah. So got this through Best Buy. Mm-hmm. And then at the same time, these were on clearance. This is a Swap Force single figure Smolder Dash and a Light Core Swap Force figure Countdown. So I just grabbed these because they were just a couple of bucks each. Yeah. And of course, Skylanders, they come apart easily enough. So yeah. So that was that. And then later in the, later I was actually at a Best Buy store, and this guy was on clearance. Riptide, a water Swap Force single character. I think he was $3 or something, so I grabbed him.
Does your Gamers Club Unlocked work?
Yeah, Gamers Club Unlocked works, so 20%
giving
off.
us a little bit extra.
So yeah, all those were another 20% off. So they were just a couple of dollars. Even the battle pack was like $6. And then today I was at Toys R Us, and they were doing some kind of sale for the original Skylanders and Giants, and the single characters were 50% off of $5. So I'm trying to collect all of the original characters, so I grabbed Lightning Rod here. He was the only one of the ones that they had that I wanted to get again. Yeah. And then I grabbed these triple packs, which were only $10 each, and there's always one in here that I already have, but this is Drobot, Flame Slinger, and Stump Smash. And so I grabbed that. I think I needed Stump Smash and Drobot. And then that side is Zap, Hex, and Dino Ring.
Yeah, Dino Ring.
And I needed Zap and Hex. I actually have Dino Ring still sealed, so I may just unload that or trade that off. And then because I spent more than $20, I got Hex Light Core Giants for free.
Free.
So yeah, at the end of the day, these were like $22, and I got 8 characters, so that was a pretty good deal.
Cool.
So other than Skylanders, it was a pretty light month, I guess. There are no conventions or shows that we went to or anything like that, and I guess I just wasn't feeling it. So just kind of what I happened to go out and find, I guess, in just a couple of separate trips. The first one was a trip to GameStop, which I've been going to a lot more than I used to, for 2 reasons, I guess. One is I don't care as much about buying used games. I used to never buy used. Now I'm okay buying used, obviously. If you're going to collect a lot of stuff, you're going to have to buy used. And I have the Gamers Club, not that, the rewards, what do they call it? I forget, Pro Rewards or something, gives me 10% off. Anyway, I happened to be in there, I can't remember why, but I went into one of them and I grabbed Phantasy Star Universe for the 360, merely because it's a Phantasy Star game. I think it has a single player mode, but to some degree I'm just buying cheap Phantasy Star games to have. I really prefer the single player, but what the heck. And then Trauma Center New Blood, which is in the series of Trauma Center games for the Wii. I think there's one more I don't have, but I have Second Opinion and New Blood, so I think I'm missing the first one. I actually thought this was the first one, maybe based on the title, New Blood, maybe figuring it was the first game, but the clerk told me no, it's the third or something, and she was right. So I still have, I think, one more to get there. And then when I was there, I noticed another game, but I wanted to do some research on it before I bought it. And so I went back a few days later and picked up White Knight Chronicles 2. And the reason I waited on it was because of this little text bubble right here, which says, bonus game includes the fully remastered White Knight Chronicles. And I thought, oh, well, if you're going to get 1 and 2 together, that's something I'm interested in. But I wanted to know if the game was on the disc or if it was a DLC, because obviously buying a used game with DLC, you're taking a chance that you're not going to get the DLC. Well, it turns out the game is on the disc, so I went back and bought it. So I have White Knight Chronicles 1 and 2 on this disc, and I bought it because it's I guess it's an RPG for the PS3, and I think I passed over it when it first came out because I didn't have a lot of interest in it, and the reviews were coming back sort of mediocre. But at this point, given the price it was at, I went ahead and grabbed it just to get some more RPGs for the PS3 and fill that out. All right, were you with me for these? Do you want to talk about these?
I think, I don't know. This one was on sale, right?
That one was on sale, yeah. We ordered that through Best Buy.
So we ordered this one through Best Buy.
Kirby, what's it called? Kirby...
And the Rainbow Curse.
Yeah.
We looked at this one when it was first came out. Didn't it come out?
I think it's pretty recent.
Yeah, we were going to maybe get it when we got Splatoon. But then we were like, we'll just get one game.
Just wait.
And then this one went down in price, so then we pulled the trigger.
Yeah, it was cheap, and then it was 20% off, so I grabbed that.
Yeah.
It was in good shape. And then in that same order, I ordered Inversion, which was $3.20.
Yeah.
And I think the case is damaged. It was new, and I opened it because the case is really beat up. And I don't know for sure, but I think I saw this at my Best Buy because it has a very unusual pattern of punctures in the back. And I think they might just, when you order through Best Buy for this kind of stuff, this old clearance stuff,
online.
maybe they just grab it from a store and have the store ship it out. Because this looks, I can't be sure, but it looks an awful lot like the one I passed over at my local store. So I don't know what I'm going to do about it. It was dirt cheap, and it's damaged. It's almost, I mean, the price is effectively like it's a used price, but it was a new game, but the case is in really kind of beat up shape. It's worse than many of my used games are. But this is a game that I thought I had. I actually thought I had, and I saw somebody talking about it. I'm like, oh, I've got that. And then I looked it up, and no, I don't. So for $3, I decided to go ahead and grab it. And then this we actually bought at the store.
Yeah, BioShock Infinite.
We were out that night.
The complete edition.
The complete edition, yeah. It was, I got it for $16. And I figured just to have the DLC on disc, that was fine with me. I'm sure the DLC, I don't know what it's going for now. I think it might be $10 an episode or something like that. But for $16 to get all the DLC in the game again, I have the other game. I can trade that in and make some of my money back. I actually just finished this.
You just finished this.
And as soon as I finished it, I opened this up and installed the extra content, and I just played Burial at Sea Episode 1. So, been enjoying that, actually. It took me a while to get into BioShock Infinite, but I really enjoyed the original BioShock games, and as this game progressed, I enjoyed it more and more. So, finished that up, and now I'm doing the Burial at Sea episodes. So that was, I'm glad to have the complete edition. I like to have that content on disc. So those were the new games that we got this month. And then these I bought today.
Yep, you just went out today.
Local store was looking for some, giving some pretty good prices on some trade-ins.
Yep.
So I grabbed a bunch of my stuff and headed to the store and traded in a bunch of stuff and got some nice store credit. And picked up a couple of items that I might not have picked up otherwise. This one I would have. This is the Grand Theft Auto Collector's Edition for the PlayStation 1. When I saw this, and the price that they were asking for it, I was pretty sure that this was something I was going to grab. This is a thing that the PlayStation did towards the end of the PlayStation 1 life, where they would release these little trilogies, and they actually have these white spines on them. I know Spyro did that. I know... I guess I don't know. I know Spyro did it, and there was another thing that did it. But this comes with 3 games. It comes with Grand Theft Auto and the Grand Theft Auto London expansion and Grand Theft Auto 2. And I already have Grand Theft Auto 2. And when I picked it up, in that video I commented that I like to kind of see the origins of series, right? I always like to get the first games in the series. So that's what this is. I never was into Grand Theft Auto until GTA 3 came out and it was such a buzz. And so I've always kind of wanted to get the original GTA games for the PlayStation. And this collection is a nice little collection that's got all 3 of them. And the price was good, and with my store credit, it was very good. So very glad to have that. And then in addition to that, they had a table of 360 games that were buy one get one free. And so I saw this, which I've had my eye on for a while. This is Capcom Digital Collection.
You like those collections?
I do like these collections.
Yeah.
This is something that I think they released these games as Xbox Live Arcade, and then they bundled them on a disc. And of course, as I mentioned, I like to get the disc. So Street Fighter 2, Final Fight, 1942, Super Puzzle Fighter 2, and Bionic Commando Rearmed 2. Those were the ones I was interested in. There's a couple other on here that I don't know much about. Wolf of the Battlefield, Flock, and Rocket Man. But those first 5 are the ones I was interested in. And buy one get one free, and then plus my store credit. And this is in really nice shape.
Yeah.
Which is the other reason I went ahead and grabbed it. And then the one that I paired with it, which is the one I actually paid for because it was slightly more expensive, is Record of Agarist War 0. Now I have Record of Lodos War for the Dreamcast, and I haven't really played it, but I'm sort of familiar with it. And so, again, this is sort of something I picked up because it was a series, I'd heard of. I already have a game in the series, and it was in really good shape. And I'd had my eye on this for a while. I don't know much about this series, but I'm looking forward to maybe trying it out and seeing what this is all about. So there's a couple more of these. There's Record of Agarist Wars 1 and 2. From what I can tell, one of them came out. Number 1 came out for the 360, and 2 came out for the PS3. But I'm not sure I'll get those. But we'll see how this one fits into the series, and then maybe I'll decide. But just another sort of RPG, maybe a niche title, sort of off the beaten path title that I've been picking up lately as the prices go down. So that's it, I think, for June. Yeah, mostly Skylanders and a couple of RPGs and some things to fill out the collection. Pretty happy with this stuff. And I've actually, maybe the reason I've bought fewer games is because I've been playing more.
Yeah.
I've been spending some time playing Bioshock and playing Halo on the Master Chief Collection on the Xbox One, trying to prepare for playing the games that the sequels of which are coming out. Well, not Bioshock, but Halo 5 is coming out this fall, and so I want to play through Halo 4. Maybe some Gears of War games and maybe Uncharted. So there are some games that I'd like to get through this summer. So I've been spending my time not buying games, but playing them.
Yeah, you need to finish Singularity too.
Singularity. Well, Singularity I lent to my brother, so I'll have to get that back from him. But Singularity I had a little trouble getting into also.
Yeah.
It's a lot like Bioshock. It clearly wants to be a Bioshock game, but and it's unusual because I still see it around, and the price really hasn't gone down too much. So I don't know. I don't know if it's a game I'd recommend or not, but it's one I might try to complete. I think I'm probably about 2/3 of the way through. Yeah. All right, so that's it for June 2015. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed the video, like us and subscribe.